Hey, Brian Dennehy is an actor who I've seen in a bunch of different roles, but for the most part, when I saw him, I always thought, "Ooh, God, I hate that guy." Not him, but the character. Like I remember when he was in Rambo: First Blood, and there are a number of roles where he was always the guy that was the law and order type who wasn't quite on the side of the eventual hero, right? But Brian Dennehy was everywhere, and I realized after learning that he passed away at 81 today, well, really Thursday, that I didn't really know the true actor, nor had I seen the breadth of his role. But one thing I can say Brian Dennehy was, and that is a signpost on the zeitgeist. A person who, when you see him, you even if you don't know his name, invariably will say, I've seen that person before. He's a marker for American culture, a person who defines how you think unconsciously about America and what America is and its values. And I think it's a remarkable achievement, to reach a point where you can be described that way, where you really are a person who is a marker for how America was at a particular time, as reflected through movies and television, right? And that's what Brian Dennehy did. That's what he did. He was a lot like Malachi Throne in his day during the 60s and the 70s, and I had the pleasure of interviewing him at WonderCon several times. Unfortunately, he too passed away several years ago. That's the tough part about this business of interviewing people in entertainment. You see them so much, you quite literally uh, age with them. And when you hear about their passing, you think about them in a different way. You think about them as representatives of our culture. That's why I always say, as I would have said to Mr. Dennehy if I had ever the pleasure of interviewing him, thank you for your contributions to our American culture. Subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube.